Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. And just give it a couple of minutes real quick. Here we are. It's Thursday today. And today we're going to walk around a bit. And I'm going to show you some spots and whatever. And how the vibe is today. So, man, today, now normally at this time, I like to go to, Madison Square Garden, and I really want to go to Madison Square Garden, and I'm arguing with myself about it, but I kind of want to mix things up a bit. As you can see, like this time around, I'm going by 16 by 9 just for mixing it up, and the goal. Hi, ladies. I don't think they want to be interviewed. But anyways, the goal is, me, I'm in that zone right now where I want to challenge myself. So I'm getting the hang of things more, but I also want to be able to, show you guys things more as well. Get better at that as well. This is a spot called Muji. Okay, looks alright. There's a good, there it goes. I wanted to show you this popular. I mean, I wish it was during the day, but this is a real good, if you're like a huge sushi fan, this is a real good spot. Bondi Sushi's right here. It's closed now. But I figure, let's start even when it's after hours, still show it to you guys. So that's Bondi Sushi right here on 5th Ave. And then I start showing you where I'm at currently. Because that's part of today's live stream, I have a good time doing the same thing over and over again. But I do get concerned about getting you guys bored. So let's see where we're at. Right now we're on 5th Ave, 41st Street. And maybe I should cross the street a little bit. I might have to, I don't have to. So over here is, if I remember correctly, this is called the library. And I have yet to check it out, but yes, over there is the library on, that's Bryant Park. If you don't know, this is Bryant Park over here. It's a real big park, popular park, a cool park too, man. I sit down there sometimes and just relax, and it's a lot of people that go there. It's summertime too, so going to Bryant Park with the weather like it is today, it's just a vibe, But anyways, let's show you around, talk about the New York Knicks, what's going on with the NBA as well. Oh, let me also look at the chat real quick. And we'll leave it like that. Say hey. And that's about it. This one is called Barber. This is a pretty cool store. I have pretty cool jackets. If you know, you know. So yeah, in terms of the New York Knicks, the NBA draft. This is the first time too that the NBA draft was on a Tuesday and on a Wednesday. First time, at least from my recollection. So, yes, the draft was on a Tuesday or Wednesday. It was round 1 on a Tuesday, round 3 on a Wednesday. So I said that wrong. Round 1 on Tuesday, round 2 on Wednesday. And on Tuesday, Leon Rose did something he did back in 2020. And that was, actually, this was even more next level. Sorry about that. Yeah, he was able to obtain 5 second-round picks by trading out of the first round. I think back in 2020, I think he was able to get like 2 or 3, and we were all like, "Wow, how he did that!" Like that year alone was a lot. But this time around, we had the 24th pick. He traded down to 25, and then he traded down to the 30th pick, and then, you know, before you know, we ended the night with 5 second-round picks. So this is Skechers. Hold on, let me shout out Skechers because, not that, you know, Skechers is a huge brand with the New York Knicks. You know, OG Anunoby just got a sneaker with Skechers. He has his own signature shoe now. So I don't know when it's gonna release, but yeah. Also, you know, we did, even before OG got a signature shoe, Julius Randle was playing with the Knicks, and he was Team Skechers. And yeah, and so we were having, this is like, I don't know, like the 3rd or 4th year already, where we have players who wear Skechers sneakers. And Julius Randle just got traded to the Brooklyn Nets. So usually I don't really cover the Brooklyn Nets like that for real, but because it's Julius Randle, somebody who helped turn around my New York Knicks, it gives it a lot of validity. So I was like, damn, Julius Randle's back in New York. I mean, when I first heard about it, I was like, man, out of all teams, they traded him there. But supposedly, not that I know much of who the player they drafted, although he's from Louisville, and Donovan Mitchell was drafted from Louisville. I mean, went to college in Louisville. They were so ecstatic about that draft pick that I have to believe they drafted a really good player. So we'll see, you know. We'll see how they do. I mean, Julius Randle always, in New York City, on Knicks Twitter, especially on Twitter, Julius Randle catches a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Attention. You know, the stocks went up on Knicks Twitter when the Brooklyn Nets traded for him. So it's like there's gonna be next level narratives. You know, people are gonna be writing their best work this time around. It's, you know, this is a good year for the New York Knicks, but now in terms for narratives and Knicks Twitter narratives, is like, oh man, people are gonna really sharpen their pen now. So here's lids. I mean, even though there's lids everywhere, this is lids. Now you can see some Mets players. I don't know if you can see it because of the glass, but yep. Right now it's a big time on soccer. Right now Ecuador is playing. I don't know who they're playing. I think it's Ecuador against Germany. But yeah, right now it's a really big thing in soccer this time in New York. A lot of people are on Fifth Avenue. Here you can see, I mean, I don't know if you guys can get a good glance, you know. I wish I wish I could go to the store and show it to you guys. The problem is, when you go to the store, you know, I got hit with a lot of copyright music stuff. So that's another problem. So it's like, it's tough to win when I want to show you guys what's going on this time around and so forth. I really wanted to show you guys. There goes to Jordan 11 Lowe's Carolina colorway. I really wanted to show you the Knicks of the champion gear, but unless it's up here in front of the glass, it makes it next to impossible because, like, I'm gonna get killed with that copyright stuff. So here we are. You know, for now, this is like the best what I can do. Be behind the glass, show it to you guys. I don't have to worry about getting hit with copyright and the music playing. They got the fire red Jordan 5s. Can't go wrong with those. Here's number 2. Is that Holmgren? Then you got Cooper Flag over here. And yeah. And there's still so much basketball to talk about right now. A lot of basketball. I mean, at least some a little. So I already started talking about Julius Randle being traded to Brooklyn. And yeah. So they still have, you know, Michael Porter Jr. as well over there. New York Knicks, the conversation is Tyler Nickel. So we're going to see about Tyler Nickel. My first thought was, what is this right here? This is called the French Building. And what a coincidence, because we finished playing, to win the championship, we went up against Victor Wembanyama, and yeah, this is called the Marlin Bar, you know. And yeah, so not to mention, shout out to Pacom Daddier, and shout out to Modi Awara. Alright guys, I think I gave you a good view, right? We got a good view of all this stuff. Here's Barnes & Noble. Back in my high school days, I didn't have the discipline as well as my high school friends, but we've always thought about going to Barnes & Noble or leveling up. What? That was the conversation. I'm like, yo, we should work similar to basketball. We should try to work on our weaknesses and just go to Barnes & Nobles and try to read books. But we were always distracted by many other things, right? If you ask me, we didn't have the imagination to, not only the imagination, but the ability to pull through and so forth. But Barnes & Noble is a cool spot. I once saw Spike Lee. Here we are, we're on 46 and 5th Avenue. You know, I once saw Spike Lee, not on this Barnes & Noble, but it was on Barnes & Noble on 65th Street, around there. There used to be a Barnes & Noble there. Once saw him, and it was, you know, it was nothing. I just saw him. I was like, all right, cool. Hello. Anyways, so I saw Spike Lee. Oh, another thing about this particular Barnes & Noble, I missed it, but I was trying to make it, man. Allen Iverson released the book, and it was, I think it was on this one. It was like last year in October. Man, I was trying, and you know, I still don't know how to use my Apple calendar yet. So I was like, I was trying to like, all right, man, like on October 7th, try to remember the Iverson's coming. I'm like, man, listen, as always, it didn't work. The alarm didn't work. So let's get going. We made it to 46th Street. Now we want to go to we want to walk a little bit. There's a small method to my madness. Small one. Because I want to try to show you guys just a little bit more. So this is called Philippines. I don't know what this is. Furniture store? It's kind of cool. Here is an I Love New York store. And they have, what does that say over there? 2026 champions. Yes. They even got the hat too. Champions. Okay. And let me show you again that we're on I Love New York gift store. All right. I gotta show the women stuff because the women, it's really the women that buy this stuff. I forget that. You know, it's really also for the kids, right? But anyways, let's get walking. Let me show you where I'm at. You know, right now, like New York, with this weather, New York is unbeatable right now. With this weather, man, you can wear a t-shirt, it's not too humid, the vibe is cool, everybody's in a good mood, the Knicks won the championship. You know, that's always like, the Knicks not winning a championship for years was always in the back of my mind. Now it's like, yo, we won. Like, we took a step forward, you know, a good step forward. Definitely want to win more, but we won, you know? So I gotta stop here. I gotta show you guys. Very big in showing you guys where I'm at. And there you go. We're on 5th Avenue. And this is what the NBA store looks like from distance. Oh man, I wish I would have showed you that. Hold on, I gotta show you how it looks. That's a vibe on its own. I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta show you. This is a small vibe right here. See this right here? NBA Finals starts in June 3rd. It already ended. And then you got the NBA logo. Bam. Anyways, let's get back to the other side because I want to show you some other spots today. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. And today is June 24th, 2026. And yeah. So this is a store called Five Below. There goes Best Buy across the street. But there's a Best Buy everywhere, right? At least I think there is. Works, but what are they building here? Look at this. What are they building here? Right now we're on 44th and 5th, and I'm trying to show you, but they're gonna. It seems like they're gonna build something real big over here. We'll see. The problem with New York City sometimes, just a lot of trash sometimes, boy. The minute you leave Fifth Avenue, it feels like this. I expect trash everywhere. Okay, so this is a steakhouse and cocktail lounge. Okay. Never knew there was one of those there. This is Fifth Avenue, guys. We're trying to walk to 6 a little bit. I guess this is residential. Looks fancy, right? What is this? Kellari? Right? So, let's talk about the NBA a little bit. Alright, guys. So, LaMelo Ball just got traded. And he was a problem for the Hornets. He was good. I mean, I don't really keep up with the Hornets, but in the second half, they were on a tear this season. They're looking like one of the scariest teams going into the playoffs. And LaMelo Ball got traded for Naz Reid. And it's going to be like Naz Reid and 3 pick swaps and the first round pick. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know who they drafted in this particular draft. But when I do find out, we're going to add that to the conversation. So this is the Sofitel. You guys won? Did you win? You lost? Oh, so it was Ecuador against. Oh, okay, no, you're not on the video. Okay, no problem. All right, take it easy. Yeah, I was trying to remember who won the soccer game. I guess his team lost. So. Anyway, I'm gonna vibe out for a second. So yeah, back to the conversation. LaMelo Ball got traded for Nas Reed and 3 pick swaps. And I was trying to figure out the FIFA thing, but I don't know. Here is 6th Avenue. Finally made it. Let's show you where I'm at. 44th Street. Okay. There we go. All right, guys. So now we're gonna get going to Radio City Music Hall. Mix it up over there too. See how that looks like. And that's for those who haven't seen it in years, or if you've never been to New York, you know. All right, shout out to the chat. Shout out to Rodney Cox, COX. Says hello. Shout out to you, buddy. Thank you for joining the live. So we're in New York City. We're on 6th Avenue, so. Guys. Oh, so we're in Little Brazil. Ah, for sure, man, for sure. Any questions? Let me know if you have any questions. Right now, let me show you guys where we're at. And we're on Little Brazil on 46th Street and 6th Avenue. I gotta show you that we're on 6th Avenue too. There it goes right there. You know, I'm gonna show you some spots, gonna try to make the best of it, you know. I like to think we're just getting started. You know, today is Thursday, so Thursdays, you know, Thursdays are happening. Gonna let me know if you guys are feeling the vibe in the live stream. Here's the subway. Here's the jewelry store. Man, I always see, if you're on Twitter, you know, there's always like a lot of drama going around about jewelry and fake jewelry and scammers. So this one is called Fantasy Diamonds. This is called Malidani Jewelry, Fantasy Diamonds. Then you see Zoland over there. Let's look over here a little bit. So we're in the Diamond District, right? I hope I said that right. Here's Zoland. You know. Here's more. Benny the Dealer. Is this the guy? I think I know that. He might be one of those ones. He says what? Let's talk about what they're talking about. Lots of activities. It looks like I'm in a nursing home. Everyone here goes to bed after supper's over about 5 p.m. Wow. Where are you from, Rodney? So anyway, this is called Benny the Dealer. Mazalito Benny the Dealer. So best jeweler in the world. Oh, he's talking from Kansas. Wow. Okay, so that wraps up that store. This one is called Leon Diamond. You know, maybe another time I could come through when the stores are open, but that's next time. Right now we're working with what we got. Alright, so let's continue walking and get going. To Rodney, I would say COVID changed things a lot. Look at this right here. I think the bright lights are alright. They're kind of cool. So, yeah, this is Thursday in New York City, guys. Feels like the city's half empty. And usually, tomorrow I expect for it to be real much more packed. But right now, even since last week, New York City felt half empty. Like everybody just left New York City to go travel. So, yeah. We're not too far from July 4th. So, I don't know, maybe people put in the 2-week notice. The 2-week vacation, I mean. All right, we're gonna walk some more. I wanted to show you guys this real quick. Bear with me. Even though there's some cool spots, but here we are in front of JP Morgan, and there's a very popular girl who, in the Knicks parade, I think she emptied out like a trash can because it had blue and orange, like it got spray painted for the parade and whatever, blue and orange to to big up the New York Knicks winning the 2026 championship. So she emptied out the trash can, just like flipped it over, took the trash can for herself and whatnot. And she was working at JP Morgan, and apparently JP Morgan fired her for that. Here's the subway. It's closed after hours. Let's look at this real quick, because I always see this, but I'm like, I never make time for it. So now that I'm here with you guys, I'm gonna try to show you guys. Okay, so here we are. Here's the observation deck. And I think this is like for the Jimmy Fallon show. Here's FAO Schwartz to the right though. Let me show you that real quick, because I haven't seen FAO Schwartz for years. Schwartz. FAO Schwartz. I always thought it was with a T. FAO Schwartz. Let me show you the front of the store now. Alright, so here's FAO Schwartz. Alright. And we're on, I don't know if we're on 44th or 45th, but you know, to the left right here, you see NBC Studios over here. And yeah, we're going to continue to keep walking. Slow down so that you guys can get a good look, you know. A lot of you guys probably haven't been here in years, or I forget that people haven't even, probably have never seen this before. It might be the first time, so this is the Comcast building. Here's Magnolia Bakery after hours. Here's the subway over here. And you can take the B, D, F, or M to get here. Okay, so. All right, so here's the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. If this is your first time, this is what it looks like. So, go Knicks, go Knicks!
Let's go.
Yes, sir. How you doing, guys? Hola. All right, guys, there we go. Alright, this is like a dessert area. Must be pretty good. I never checked it out. Maybe in the future. All right, so we are at Radio City Music Hall. And who's playing? The Arena Concert. So I really don't know who that is. I have to look at the first name. And they have a whole schedule over here, so I'm gonna have to try to figure this out. It's like a really long name, so it's Les Miserables. Oh, I think I know that group. So it's tough for me to show you guys because whether it's red light here or red light here, I lose out. So showing you guys, that's brutal. But I'm gonna try anyways. So as you can see, on June 27th, Les Miserables, you guys couldn't even get a good look at that. Let me try to show it to you better. Okay, so June 27th. And then you have to the left, you got the Human League. So the Human League is June 26th. Morbid, and then you have Morbid Live as well. I don't know. I could be reading this slightly wrong, guys. So something about July 23 to August 9th. Let's take a step back over here. Thank you. August 11th through August 17th, you have somebody who's called Joe Hasaishi, maybe? Over here you have Mon Laferte, Saturday, August 22. No? Let me step back. And here you have, I think her name is pronounced Ella May or Ella Mai, but isn't that Jason Tatum's girlfriend or fiance? So wow, she's gonna be on Radio City Music Hall August 28th. And then you have Squeeze on Saturday. Let me get that one too, just because. Then you have Squeeze on August 29th. So, all right, guys, that's a lot of. Hopefully, I gave you guys a lot of things to see. And as I look to do more things on this live stream, right now it's that type of time where people are doing power washes. Here's another subway. Okay, I think we're getting closer to Broadway. All right, so new movie out. Minions and Monsters. Billboards are here. Times Square is to the left. I don't know. Should I go to Times Square, or I was thinking about going this way. I was thinking about going this way and showing you some spots. Or what else, or whatever there is here. Let me check something. It looks like there's way more happening in Times Square. Did you win? Did you win? Who? Yes? Yes? I don't know which soccer team won. I'm trying to figure it out, but they don't tell me. Anyways, I'm gonna walk up here. I gotta finish this live stream at some point. So, now don't quote me on this, but there has been talks about Mitchell Robinson not coming back. There's a lot of Knicks fans too that right now they're ready for it too. They're just ready for him to leave, you know. I personally don't understand it. I think he's playing well. I think his foot problems doesn't allow him to start. I think his foot problems doesn't allow him to play back-to-back games. I just don't see why he wants to get paid more when he cannot play more. So, also, you know, Landry Shamet is the big question these days. What's going to happen with him is a big question. So, we'll see, you know. Here's Madison Treasures. Oh, we're on 7th Avenue, that's why. Ah. Excuse me, sorry about that. He wasn't trying to be on the live. Alright, so do I want to be on 7th Avenue or do I want to be on Broadway? No wonder I wasn't finding what I was looking for. That's a tough one now, man. I feel like part of me is feeling like might as well just walk through 7th. So we're gonna walk through 7th, man. I'm already here. Might as well finish this live like this, and the other spot another day. Seventh Avenue is like a good vibe for like trying to find some good spots to eat. Like if you want to try to see a show or whatever. Even though I've never been to a show, not that I remember. But basically, if you want to go somewhere, yeah. Here's the huge Hope sign. A lot of girls like to be here. Nice. All right, so in case you're wondering, like, how am I doing this? Got my microphone right here. Bear with me, sorry. Hold on. Yes. So I have the camera with my right hand, and bear with me. So I have the camera with my left hand, and the camera with my right hand. So. Yeah, that's how I'm talking to you guys. And that's how I'm glad I could be on a t-shirt. Now let's flip the camera around real quick and show you what's going on in New York City June 24th, 2026. All right, I know that spot already. There's nothing there. I'm gonna walk over here. Ah, this is where I wanted to be. I wanted to show you this stuff, but now, you know how it goes. I'm gonna still try to show you some anyways. This is gonna open up doors for next time. All right, so, whoops. And, all right, and if I go like this, all right, I just have to. Okay. Better. I don't feel like I showed you a lot on 7th Avenue. Hopefully, now that I'm on Broadway, I am. Here we are. We're at the Late Show with Ed Sullivan Theater. And that's a lot of fun. Like if you're taking a trip to New York City, oh, I keep pressing a button. That's my bad, guys. You know. So, anyways, like some people like to go to New York, go to see Jimmy Fallon, or you want to see maybe Ed Sullivan, I think his name is, and you know it's a vibe on its own. So here is 54th Street. You know, I used to. Back in the days, I used to live here. I lived here for like 2 years on 54th Street. Well, that's a story about me right there. Good times, too. Still miss my spot, man. Anyways. But like a lot of things, and I got too expensive. It's too expensive for me. Wanted to, so you can't see. Oh, let me just show you a quick thing. This is stuff that I wish I showed you earlier. For whatever reason, it's
I'll meet you like around 47.
so here is the Great Gatsby. Here's that. All right, so soon I gotta wrap up this live. Very soon. I think this is a real popular pizza spot, man. Angelo's Pizza. Whoops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's get going. Here's your famous $1.50 pizza stores paired with I Love New York store. All right. Take it easy, guys. All right. All right. So anyway, so let's look at the menu over here. Oh, it's my bad. Okay, that's that. Here's a taco spot over here. They're closing up shop. Okay, guys, here we are on 57th Street. We're on 57th Street. And Broadway. You guys probably can't see it, but yeah. "57th Street on Broadway." This is Team USA, FIFA. Alright guys, that wraps up today's live. And in terms of basketball and the NBA, LaMelo Ball just got traded for Naz Reid and a bunch of swap picks and first round picks. I think there's gonna be more details later. But also there's rumors about Anthony Edwards, man. We still don't know if he's still gonna stay in Minnesota. And also Julius Randle got traded as well to the Brooklyn Nets. So LaMelo Ball to Minnesota Timberwolves and Naz Reid to the Charlotte Hornets. I guess he's gonna team up with Musa Diabate and what's that other guy's name? Is it Brandon Williams? And also Con Canupo. Con Canupo is real solid for the Charlotte Hornets. Anything else? The Knicks drafted John Nickel. They also drafted a player from Germany who I'm assuming is going to be like another Rokas Jokubaitis kind of player. I don't know, but we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted on my next live. And yeah, we're trying to figure out, is Anthony Edwards going to stay or is he going to, Are they going to trade him to another team? Does he want to be traded to another team after losing to the Spurs? And there's also lots of talk of, trading Karl Anthony Towns, having, had he had Karl Anthony Towns, he probably would have had a better chance. But yeah, that's about it. Anything else? Mitchell Robinson, it's looking like he's not going to be a Knick. And I'll keep you posted on the next live stream. And that's about it. It's not too much really to talk about. I would look to add more, but I also look to balance it out with showing you more as well. So I want to show you guys a little bit of New York City. Also keep up the conversation, talking to you about what's going on with our New York Knicks, what's going on with the NBA a little bit, and that's that. So that wraps up today. Today is June 24, 2026, and this is what's going on in New York City after winning the NBA championship. And I think I gave you all the narratives that's going on today up to this point. You guys have a good one. Peace out.